Hi everybody, this is Angelo Quinones and Shine Ministries. Now, please subscribe to my channel, please give me a thumbs up, and please leave your comment on the screen. I usually say that for the last, but the problem is that my comments or my studies can be quite lengthy, maybe 1, 2, 3 hours, even like that. So I don't want to save it for the last because nobody's going to really reach to the end except for maybe 1 or 2 people in its future. Now, also, I want to say that the reason why I'm making a video like this, and I'm going to be talking about my anniversary, or the lack of it yesterday, December the 14th was my anniversary. Hi, my love. Be good girl. Be good girl, my love. And I don't want people to repeat the same mistake that I did. And people could say, like my brother, actually, Fernando, said, oh, why are you putting out your dirty laundry? Well, first of all, nobody puts out dirty laundry. I don't know where the hell that came from. Nobody puts out dirty laundry to dry. Okay? You put out clean laundry. You don't put out your dirty laundry. And anyway, don't be a hypocrite because everybody puts out their dirty laundry for everybody to see anyway. They hang it up. Everybody sees their underwear. Okay, you know what I'm saying? Like in the honeymooners, old John's old underwear, hanging around. Everybody does it. Everybody, I'm choosing social media. Everybody does it, though. This is nothing new. I'm using the power of social media so people won't repeat the same mistake I did. If there's one person that doesn't repeat the same mistake that I did, okay? The only mistakes, let me just reframe. The only thing, thing that wasn't a mistake was the birth of my 2 kids. Tongue twister, for God's sakes. Okay, after that, everything was a mistake. Now, building a house over here in the Philippines, I don't think it was a mistake. It's turning out well. I have my own place. God willing, I could buy my own place and keep this one, whatever the case may be. So that wasn't a mistake. So there was a lot of things that weren't mistakes, but there was a lot of things that were mistakes, and I'm going to be talking about that. And let me just pray because I want to keep this clean as possible, okay? Because I'm a Christian person, one of God's people. So I want to give a shout out just in case somebody looks at it, my old friends that I'm not speaking to right now, like Denise and Obed and Mark and Greg and Gil for one reason or another. I do love you guys, and I will see. Okay, at least some of you, okay, in heaven and in the new earth. Well, we're not going to have any debates that have to do with elections and this and that and the garbage that stops our friendships now from blossoming into what God really wants. Sometimes a separation when it comes to friendships is very needful. Okay, it cleanses the soul. You search your life to see what you're doing wrong. Inwardly, outwardly, whatever the case may be, it should do something. If it doesn't do anything, then what the hell we're complaining about that we're separated from? You understand what I'm saying? Why are we going to complain if we're not even searching what can we do better? Anyway, let me pray just briefly to the Lord. So, Holy Father, I come to you praising your holy name because it is great and you are great. And so great things you have done for us and joining us together for a time anyway. And we were the better for it. And also in my marriage, though it's not working out, and it won't work out eventually, Lord, because I promise you that I will get a divorce or separation, and I have to go through my promise. I pray in Jesus' name that someone out there, maybe even more than one person, will not repeat the same mistake that I did. That's why I'm doing this, Father. It's not to hang out dirty laundry like my brother, who you gave me to be a brother, told me. People don't understand why I do these things, Lord, and I just hope that some people will understand. I even lose subscriptions sometimes when I do this, Lord, so it's costly to me. Sometimes I have so-and-so subscriptions, and they go down a couple of ticks because I put a video out of Riza, this and that. So it hurts, Lord, it hurts. It hurts the ministry. It hurts my heart to see people leave, even though you have blessed it to be what it is right now, the number that it is right now. I just pray that you may cleanse our sins away, wash them by the blood of Jesus, keep us, protect us. And I pray for the family of Denise. I pray for the family of Obed and the family of, that they'll be saved. You know, those who are not. And I pray for Marlise. I pray for the situation always there in her house. Gil and his situation with his sister. Obed with the situation with his wife and his new friend here in the Philippines. And I don't know if he got the divorce, but, you know, just keep him, protect him, guide him, keep him in your truth. And I pray for Greg that he'll get out of that movement that's so hurtful to friendships. And just tell him in his heart that I appreciate everything that he did for me, and that I love him. And then Mark and Tony, I just pray for them that they'll be saved. If Tony is not already. So I pray that I could speak to Mark again. And much more, Lord. I just pray for my family here and my family there in the United States, that they'll be saved. Most importantly, and just keep my family safe. Keep Anna safe, away from those seizure attacks, and Sean, may he grow to be a person of that loves you, that loves your holy word, and that will be a person that people will respect and that people will fear, actually, and then and love. And may he always be surrounded with friends, you know. I pray for my sister, for my brother, for my nieces, my nephews. I haven't seen them in a long time, Lord, but I reveal to them that I love them, you know. And I just pray that I speak now with a sense of urgency, but a sense of grace, seasoned with salt, with peace. And I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Well, this is the coup de grace. This is the key. Yesterday, okay, you understand what I'm saying, was my 6th wedding anniversary. The 6th year. It reached 6 years. Not the 6th one, but you know what I mean. So I'm saying. So it reached 6 years. It was awful. There was no celebration. There was nothing. Absolutely nothing. And I'll tell you right now, and I tested her out. Okay, Risa. Yeah, listen, she's no longer with me. She's no longer with me. Okay, she's in her mother's house. And I want it to be so. It looks like she's actually like seeking without saying that she wants to come back. But why does she want to come back? Well, because of the comforts of this home. It's not because of me. It's the comforts of this home. Her home stinks. Her home is always dirty. Her home is raggedy and broken down. At least I'm building my home. That's a different thing than having a home for 13 years and it's not going anywhere. It's just going to the toilet. You understand? When the doors are broken, the windows are out of date and busted. Everything is broken. There's no television. There's no radio. There's nothing. Nothing at all. Not even an internet connection. You understand what I'm saying? So it's raggedy, it's damp, it's dirty. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I'm just saying. You know, that's just the deal. I mean, the truth is the truth. So it looks like maybe she wants to come back for that reason, but I don't want her to come back. So I'm not saying just because we have a little talking space doesn't mean that I want her to come back. Why is it? Forget about the anniversary for now. Why are we talking? I just got a loan on December the 3rd. That's why. So every time I get a loan, the family stops to be, you know, bitchy and stuff like that, and stops, you know, persecuting me or whatever you want to call it. Maybe persecution is a little bit too, you know, that's not the right word. But you know what I mean. Changes their tune a little bit. The loan. Everybody's on their best behavior. There you go. That's what I wanted to say. Everybody's on their best behavior. You know what I'm saying? It's just like when you were in school and prizes were gonna come out and stuff like that, and then you changed your tune. I never did, but people changed their tune and got their prize. But that's just the deal. It's not because of the person. It's not because of me. It's not because they love me. It's not because I'm part of the family. It's because of the bloody loan. Well, get used to it, meaning me not having a loan, because I'm not going to have a loan until, God willing, we shall do this and that, if I'm even alive, if I even reach December 2025. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to have a loan until 2025, because that's, you know, like I said, God willing, that's going to be the big payday. If I wait from December of 2024 all the way to December 2025, well, I get a very, very, very huge loan. Huge. In this country, huge. Huge. Absolutely huge. That's why I don't want to be getting along unless there's an emergency that one of my babies or the two of them are in the hospital or something like that. Then I said to the Lord that I'll break in and get a loan. But after that, I don't care. I'm gonna have to see that Riza's in the hospital to give her money for a hospital. Payments or whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't even trust her in that. Oh, I have to go to the hospital. Yeah, right. Just like you got bit, near a loan. You got bit by a dog. You got, you lied to me about Romanito's semen training, and that was confirmed by Kathy that was a lie. Every time, Mama's in the hospital or just around the time of the loan. You see, it's just around the time of the loan that all hell breaks loose. She gets bit by a dog right at the loan. It couldn't have been like 2 months before the loan she gets bit, but you don't even believe it in that situation. You can't believe anything that Riza says. I don't care if she has a dog face. I don't care if she has a sad face. I don't care. You don't believe anything that woman says. You can't trust a woman that tells you that that asks you in the middle of the night, hon or Angelo, can you please give me permission to have sex with my boyfriend tonight? You can't trust end quote. You can't trust a woman like that. You can't. You can't. So yesterday was my anniversary, and it was nothing there. There's nothing. There's no celebration. Celebrate what? Failure? Why? What we're gonna celebrate? There was no cake because I didn't buy a cake. Why I didn't buy a cake, or at least a cake? Why? Well, this past Mother's Day this year, 2024, I bought a cake for my mother-in-law and for Riza. And you know what Riza? What she said when she saw the cake? She said, Jesus, like that. It was something like that to that effect. Man, he bought me this cake, just, I didn't want this cake. Oh, God, like that. So why should I buy anything for the dame if she doesn't even, thank me or respect me for it or respect the gift that she was right in front of her face? Speaking about face, let me move my face so it won't, time out. You understand what I'm saying? So I didn't buy her anything. Now when I got the loan, on December the 3rd, I took her out to eat. I think I spent like $60 or 3,000 pesos for on Jollibee and food and stuff like that, or probably even more. You know what I'm saying? That's 10% of what I got in the loan. Huh? I got like 600 something, 640 or whatever it was in the loan. I spent like 60. Okay, on food and stuff like that. Meaning food, just fast food stuff. Okay, I bought my own food, but that's separate, and the Pampers for the babies, obviously. You understand what I'm saying? But getting back to the anniversary, it stunk. She didn't even say the whole day, happy anniversary, or just sign of respect. It was we got married in a day like today, let me give you a hug. Did she do that? Hell no. Did she give me a kiss on the face of the cheek? Or the cheek of the face? On the face. Is that what I'm saying? Did she do that? Hell no. I already told you. Riza's problem. Riza has a problem with touching. She doesn't know how to touch. I'm not talking about romantically. I'm talking about that she doesn't have the gift. She doesn't have the know-how. She doesn't have the notitia. She doesn't have the knowledge. You understand what I'm saying? How to touch somebody. How to comfort somebody. I'm talking about comforting. Saying thank you with a touch, touching the shoulder, touching the arm. I'm not talking about romance now. The hell with that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about she doesn't know how to reach out like Jesus did and touch somebody with compassion. That's what I'm talking about. The gift of touching is up there. The gift of touching is up there on my channel. Nobody teaches that. Nobody teaches how to listen. Nobody teaches how to talk. We all talk. You understand what I'm saying? How we talk. But nobody knows how to talk. We all think we listen. Nobody knows how to listen. We all touch things. Nobody knows how to touch. Nobody knows how to touch. And I'm not talking about sex. I'm not talking about romance. I'm not talking the hell with that now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about reaching out and touching another human being with compassion and letting them know how you're touching them with compassion, with love, with the fruit of the Spirit. You understand what I'm saying? But did she do that the whole day yesterday? Did she even reach out and say something about our anniversary? Did it mean something? Something like, Angelo, I know we're going through a very tough time now and it's going to lead up to the divorce, but thank you for the nice times that we had. We had 2 kids. We did this. We did that. We thank you for coming here to the Philippines from the United States of America. I know you left everything there. Did she say that? Hell no. She's a very ungrateful, unthankful person. She didn't do no damn sacrifice. She did nothing. She's still here in the same damn place in Don Pedro that she was for about stinking 38 years. It's going to be, her 38th birthday is going to be, God willing, it's going to be December the 28th. You understand what I'm saying? Around 13 days. You have 3 celebrations this month. 3. Okay? 3. 4, because actually I got my loan, but anyway, who's counting? Okay, that's what I'm saying. The anniversary, December the 14th, Christmas, December the 25th, and her birthday, December the 28th. What she got made in the shade? She got 3 things. So she plays it, the cards are right. But what did she do yesterday? She didn't mention it at all. Angelo, did you mention it? Yes, but I let it slide for a little while. I mentioned it around, let's say 6 o'clock in the night, when I told her to come over here, okay, and give cough medicine which is lousy medicine. Got to get better than that for Anna. Cough medicine. She still has, some junk in her lungs, okay. And I also told her to find my knob, the knob of the walkie-talkie antenna, which is always loose. This is always on the floor, And let me just do this. Wait. I'm touching my face on the screen. I'm touching the screen because if it dims out, then the recorder is going to stop. It's not like the digital recorder that you can dim out all it wants to, time out all it wants to, and it's still going to record. You understand what I'm saying? So that's just the deal. So she did those 2 things. Okay, fine, but she didn't mention our anniversary one freaking time. And I mentioned it when she was here at that time. I said, something, I think something to this effect. I know that we're going through a tough time now, and I don't know, maybe I don't know what I said. It doesn't really mean that much anymore to you or whatever. I don't know what I said. But let me just give you a hug and a happy anniversary. Her hug was the worst hug that I ever got in my life, and I'm 59. The worst. She hugged me by the thighs. Okay, she had the walkie-talkie on her chest. Okay, fine. Take your walkie-talkie out of your damn neck. Put it on the table and give me a nice bear hug or something like that. Nothing. She hugged me by the thighs, by the knees. She stretched her her hands down, touched my legs, and just gave me a sort of touchy hug. It wasn't even a hug. From a 1 to 10, it was a 0. It was the worst hug that anybody ever gave me in my life. It was the worst one. Why even give that piece of garbage? You understand what I'm saying? Huh? Now listen, I wasn't expecting nothing. We're going through a divorce process. I mean, we're heading up there. We're heading up there. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going to take something back that I said earlier. I said that, I'm not going to get I don't think I'm going to get a separation because the divorce, separation, you can't get married, I think, or I don't know, something. I got to check that out again. Sorry about yawning. It's it's a little bit early in the morning. It's not that much early, but it's like 7:30 or 8. If there's no divorce here in the Philippines, I'm going to get a separation. I'm going to get that. If God willing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just going to get it, just to get something. Just to get something. You know what I mean? The House of Representatives already passed the divorce bill. It's a very good bill, but the Senate didn't sign it yet. And if they copy everything from the United States, like they like to do, well, that bill is going to run out, and it's gonna be void after a certain time in January. I'm just guessing that they copy everything that we do, and if they copied that to a T, that you could make a bill, but it doesn't pass through the next year. Okay, especially in an election year, because there's going to be a new House Okay, and then some members of the Senate are going to be new, and whatever the case may be. You understand what I'm saying? Well, that bill has to be introduced in the House again. The leader of the Senate is not even bringing the bill up for a vote. It's like Mitch McConnell all over again. You understand what I'm saying? And they're doing it here in the freaking Philippines. You understand what I'm saying? So this thing about people are gonna really have to vote for people that really promise that they're gonna pass the divorce bill in the House and in the Senate, and we're gonna have to have a president over here, and I don't know if he's the deal, that wants to sign it. If he gets the bill, that's gonna sign it. And I don't want to hear no damn excuse. Well, you're breaking the fabric of the family culture here in the Philippines. Come on, man. Come on. Jesus said that you can get a divorce under certain conditions in the Apostle Paul. Okay? Desertion. The Apostle Paul. 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 15. Adultery or fornication, and even incest, you understand what I'm saying, comes under the umbrella of the Greek word found and recorded in chapter 19, around verses 8 and 9 of the Gospel Kata Mathayan, the Gospel according to Matthew. Jesus said you can get a divorce under certain conditions. Who the hell are you? That's why you're a third world country, Philippines. Who the hell are you? You understand what I'm saying? To say that divorce is wrong. Who the hell are you? That's why, and there's only 2 countries in the whole freaking planet that doesn't have divorce: the Philippines and the Vatican. Come on, man. You gotta be. That's why you're a joke. That's why you're a joke to everybody, because you're behind the times. You let the Catholics rule and stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? Catholics do everything wrong. They don't know what the hell they're doing. If Jesus said yes, if Jesus says yes, the Catholics say no, and if Jesus says no, the Catholic says yes. And you're listening to the freaking Catholics that rule 90% of this country. You understand what I'm saying? That's why you're a third world country, because you don't do what Jesus said. But again, talking about my anniversary, it was a freaking joke. Now I wasn't expecting it to be not a joke. It was a joke last year. It was the same damn thing. There was no celebration. We had trouble last year. And the year before, there was no damn celebration. And there was really no celebration ever, because you don't really celebrate like 1 year anniversary of marriage. It's not like when your child is born, he gets to work, so she gets to work. It works in the first year, for the first birthday like that. There were big parties for the both of my children. You understand what I'm saying? It's not like that with anniversaries. Nobody's going to celebrate their second year anniversary. It's not going to celebrate. You didn't reach the big plateau. You understand what I'm saying? Not like you reached, 10 years or even 30 or 40 or the big 50 or the big 75, like some people, do reach. To our shame and chagrin. You understand what I'm saying? Hi, my love. Huh? But that's what, Risa thought about our marriage. I'll give you another example of what she thought about our marriage, okay? And this was a long time ago. This was about like 4 years ago. As I lose my voice, that's the King James only cares. To the delight of Greg. Okay, is that what I'm saying, Greg out there? So, we had a beautiful poster, a wedding poster. Okay, not with wedding garments or anything like that. Just, it was it was a picture taken before our anniversary. And it was us two together. We were face to face, like cheek to cheek. If you wanna like that, you understand what I'm saying? Leaning toward each other and happy, and everybody smiling or whatever. Happy face. Beautiful poster. Beautiful poster. It was beautiful. It was supposed to be for our wedding celebration. We had a very big pre-wedding celebration on the 13th, and a very big party. It was like the whole day, the whole night, like that. And a big celebration, on the 14th, like that. I mean, it was the works. Our party was the best party that I saw of a wedding so far in the 6 years that I've been here. And I've been through a couple, meaning I saw a couple go through here and there, but it wasn't like ours. This was not. Okay? So that poster was with us for a couple of years, or whatever the case may be, or whatever. Nice poster, very big poster. Okay, it was like about maybe I don't know, 3 by 4. I don't know, something like that. It was big. Anyway, whatever. If it wasn't 3 by 4, it was 2.5 by 4, or 2.5 by 3.5. Something big. Okay, fine. It had, Riza and Angelo, wedding, whatever. It had some script on it of wedding, titles and all this other stuff, only to be put in the special area where we're going to eat the cake and everything like that when we got back from the wedding or from City Hall. Okay? So we had difficulties, obviously, especially when I said that I was going to take control of the money again. And she said, well, I want to go to Mama's house. Well, he tells you everything right there. She was only in it for the money. I said, Risa, you're not really doing good with the money that I'm entrusting you with, so I'm going to take control of it again. Oh, I want to go to Mama's house. Oh, how would you go ahead? Okay. But the thing is that she gave that poster to her daughter so she could sleep on it. And if it's bad enough in this position that I'm going to talk about, but she didn't even have it that she slept on it with the faces up. She slept on it with the faces down. Now, Tita Grace's house is very clean. That's not the issue. Tita Grace's house is not like Riza's mother's house. Riza's mother's house, where she is now, is a dump. I just told you how dirty it is, how dark and grimy and all that stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, it's a dirty house. It's a dirty house. That's all. There's a Chinese movie called, Dirty Ho. Well, that's a good title for a house. Dirty Ho. That's all. I mean, just so far. I'm not telling you anything nasty and mean and cruel. I'm telling you the truth. It's a dirty hole of a house. That's all, not because they're poor. It's because they don't want to clean. It's a big difference. It's a big difference of a house that, they clean, but they can't really do that much with their cleanliness, and they can't really buy anything new. I'm not talking about something like that. I'm talking about people who have, 6 people working, and they're still dirty, and they still don't finish their house. You got 2 seamen there, though I'm not going to count Romanito because he's new, so I'll get him out of the equation. You got 2 seamen, okay? You got 1 mechanic. You got 1 overseas worker. Riza works selling shrimp. My father-in-law works probably making his bamboo huts and stuff like that. And then Risker, her brother, is working. All of her brothers and sister are working. And her father is working and she's working. That's 7 freaking people working. I think 7, right? Let me see. The brothers and sisters, there's 5. And Riza's 6. Let me see. No, wait. You got all the people working. Let me see. You got 4 brothers and 2 sisters working. Okay, that's 6. And the father is working. That's 7 people working. There should be some freaking improvement in 13 years. You understand what I'm saying? There should be some improvement. I mean, listen, if I wanted to fix this house, I would have fixed it. I would have fixed it in December the 3rd. I would have done something. But there's a property dispute, so I don't know if I'm going to be here. So I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket, all my money in this house, because it might not even be my property. It might not even be mine. I'm talking about. It's not my property, The house is mine, but the property is not. So I don't know in the big loan if I'm going to move out or I'm going to keep on building this house. So I have a reason why it's not finished. They've been here for freaking 13 years. This is a freaking excuse. Even though, again, their house comes under the umbrella of the disputed property of the other Tepayat side of the family. You know what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure that they're not building because of that reason. That it's just not a finished product, but it's dirty though. So they can have a new house, but if they're not going to clean, well, the new house is going to be dirty also. So what the hell? You can have a beautiful house, but if it's not clean, you can have a beautiful face, but if you don't get a haircut, if your haircut is disgusting and dirty or whatever the case may be, your face is going to look bad. You're going to look bad. You could do everything about your face what you want to, but if your hair stinks, well, you're not going to look well. You're not going to look good, I should say. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to look so pretty if your hair stinks. I'm just saying. If your hair is unkempt, if your hair smells, if your hair is orange, like that. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So yesterday, I mean, I tested her. I said, I'm not going to say happy anniversary until way late. And I said it because I'm a Christian person. Okay. And I said, happy anniversary. Let me give you a hug. Does she deserve a hug? Hell no. Is it a happy anniversary? Hell no. It's not happy. Yeah, I can't say it's happy. I'm happy that I'm alone, but I'm not saying that I'm happy, because we were married for 6 years. There's nothing that matches that description. I'm happy because I'm alone. I'm happy that she's not in my life. But am I happy because of the anniversary coming? Another anniversary? No, hell no. But I still gave her a hug. I still, wanted to reach out like a Christian person and show respect to our, the marriage that we still have and had for all those, all those years. You understand what I'm saying? Okay. Huh? We did have 2 kids. It would have been more if she doesn't cheat. You know what I mean? But that's another topic altogether. I mean, Sean is lucky that he was born. Sean is lucky that he was born. I'm just saying, he's like, if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have been born. She didn't want him to be born. And Sean, if you're listening to this as an adult, your mother, reason to buy it, I don't know at that time, what's the situation? I mean, if we got the divorce or not. Reason to buy it, who was Quinones, didn't want you one bit. And that's going to smack Sean. Because he loves his mother, man. But that's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him. But he has to know the truth. That's going to hurt him, though. That she never wanted him. That's going to hurt like hell. Because he thinks that his mother is, Wonder Woman. You understand what I'm saying? Huh? But he's going to find out that she's not, and that she didn't even want him, though. And the reason why he was born was because I found out about the trick she was doing when we were making love and stuff like that. And then her tricks in not conceiving. And she did that for the longest time until I found out about it. Until something was so consistent that I said, wait a minute, something stinks here. Let me do something about it. And then because I did something about it, okay, and I turned the tables on her and tricked her, well, he was conceived. He wouldn't have been conceived if I didn't do that. If I didn't find out the scheme, the plan, the trick. You understand? The charade. You understand what I'm saying? He wouldn't have been born. So he was born because of me and only because of me. Because she didn't want another child. She did not want Sean Donnelly, my son. Her son. She didn't want him to be conceived and even born. You understand what I mean? It's tough, but that's the way it is. He has to find that out. That's just all the story. I mean, I know it hurts. I understand that. But still, I mean, I don't want people to repeat the same mistake I did, man. I don't want people to leave everything and come to the Philippines or go to Australia or go to another country or go to India or to China, to Japan or to Korea and leave everything behind. I don't want that. Slow down, man. Slow the hell down. I'm telling you, when you're in love, or at least when you think you're in love, you're really, 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 really metaphorically blind. You're not seeing the whole picture. You're not seeing that even though you're older, you can take your time with it. Take a year extra. If you want to marry the person, see if you can mail everything, ship everything to the destination. Don't close your apartment down right away. Don't leave everything behind right away, especially your Bible studies if you're a Christian person. And that's what I did. I don't think I rushed to me, but looking back, I could have done things a little bit more slowly. And tested her out more. Find out a way to send my things via a boat or something like that. Okay? You understand? But I didn't. Okay? I should have tested her out, but I was 53 years old, and I said, I'm not getting any younger. So I think that, 8 months is okay. I mean, we We talked in February. We got engaged on March the 20th. I left on the 26th of October. I think that 8 months is fine. It wasn't fine. That's the problem. I'm gonna make a part 2 because I think Anna's sleeping now. Okay, let me see. Wait for a second. Okay, my baby is sleeping, so I'm gonna do a part 2. Thank you.